Hi everyone, today I'm going to be styling my client's hair with a flat iron. Some people shy away from flat iron, but I think it's kind of cool to just do something different with your locks, whether or not you have Sisterlocks, Microlocs, or even regular traditional locks. As long as they're not too thick, you can still style your hair with a flat iron. So I will show you how to do it. And my client, she's actually like so excited about getting her hair styled with a flat iron. I have clients though who get hooked to just styling their hair with flat iron, because once you start styling your hair with flat iron, more than likely you'll like it. It feels different, it looks good, it does give you a nice sheen. So it's something to try if you want to do something different. So yeah, go for that challenge. So first and foremost, okay, look at this beautiful locks, so pretty. I really like it. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to protect her locks. So what I'm going to be using is a pomade, and I'm going to pull the pomade through her hair. This way, when I start to flat iron, it will give it a sheen and it will help to protect her locks. Also, I'm going to oil her scalp because I just gave her a fresh retie. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use some pomade in her hair. So I will moisturize her scalp. And I always moisturize my client's scalp, unless they don't want moisturizer. Not everyone likes a pomade in their hair. But I've used pomades for so long over the years. And I've been doing this for a very long time. And I believe it makes a difference actually in the feel of your hair, and it creates some shine to it, and that's why I like pomade. I don't like my locks always looking dry. Do you use any pomade in your hair?
Actually, use the one that you recommended that you're using now, which I love as well.
Awesome.
And even the feel on the scalp, you can feel it nourishing.
Exactly. So yeah, instead of walking around with dry scalp, why not put something on there that you like though? And what you need to do is find something that works for you. Not everyone likes pomade actually, and they shy away from pomade. Not even locticians, they don't like it, but I like it. I've been using it for a long time. It works for me, it works for my clients, and most of my clients. A few don't like it, but it's okay. Yeah, you know, I have other things that I use. I have oils that I use on hair, on locks, and I have the liquid based moisturizers, like you have the Sisterlocks ones. So yeah, there are things out there that you can use. Yeah, I'm not shy to use a pomade. And it really helps with the body of the locks also. So I oiled the scalp, okay? Now it feels refreshing. Some little circulation to revive. Feels good. That feel.
How often do you recommend moisturizing?
So it depends. If you have long locks, like I typically moisturize my hair when I shampoo, after a shampoo, like once a month. I don't, because I use a whole lot on my scalp and throughout my hair, and that's it. That will last me for the month until I shampoo my hair again. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pomade and I'm going to pull it through the locks. Okay. It's kind of a lot. I'm using a lot, but there's a reason why I'm using a lot. In about a day or two, it won't feel greasy. So at least a day or so. It'll have that greasy feeling, but I think the fact that she'll like it more is worth trying. Okay, So yeah, I'm going to start with one side first. Okay. So yeah, it's something worth a try. And you have to pull it through the locks several times because you kind of want to, really hot, to get it nice and straight. Yeah, I think so. It's a little hot. So yeah, make sure your iron is nice and hot. Your flat iron. Feels hot. Okay. I don't think it was that hot, but I think now it's getting hot. You know it's hot when you start seeing the smoke. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just definitely making it straighter. And it will feel much, much lighter, her locks, once this is done. But it's kind of cool. Do you have any concerns, any questions? See, sometimes clients have questions and concern, like, will it break my lock? I don't think it's gonna break your lock, unless your locks are already breaking or they have weak points. So, you know, it's good to have healthy locks. Yeah, so it's already becoming straight. Hopefully that you can see it.
I love it. And one of the questions that I had originally was whether or not it would permanently straighten your curl pattern.
Okay, great question. So I think too why a lot of people probably don't use a flat iron on their hair is because they may think that their hair is gonna conform to that straightness and won't revert back to its original texture. But after a wash, it should just revert right back. So you won't have a problem. Yeah. So I have some clients that are addicted to flat ironing their hair, and I typically advise them don't do it all the time, but they kind of just like it, so you know, it's okay. But I don't think you should do it all the time though. Yeah, after a while, you know, you may kind of mess up your own locks if you're always doing it, but it's kind of cool. And if your hair is short too, you can actually bump it with the curling iron. The reason I'm not bumping her hair right now is because it's kind of long. So even if I curl it, the curls will drop. But when you have a shorter hair, you could do like a nice bob style. Just bend your hair as you go down, like that. And it will curl under. Just curl it under. So yeah, if your hair is shorter and you curl it, you flip it under or you flip it over, it kind of will keep that style, but her hair is long, so it's not going to keep that style. So yeah, I'm using the flat iron on her hair a couple of times. I'm pulling it through because I kind of want to get it straight. And I'll show you a close-up later on to let you see the difference. And it has a sheen.
I love the versatility of the Sisterlocks, and that was what attracted me.
And that's it, like people. Seriously, if you're getting Sisterlocks or even Microlocs or those smaller locks, there's a reason why you're getting them, right? Not only to just because it's easy to maintain. I mean, Sisterlock brags about the versatility, right? So you're buying into this style, right? You're spending money on small locks, Microlocs, Sisterlocks, small locks for a reason, right? So yeah, come on. Utilize, some of the styles they tell you about, Yeah. So I did that. Just gonna put it over there. I'm gonna put some more pomade on her hair, and I'm doing that again to help to protect the hair and also to help to give it the sheen. You kind of have to use a lot of pomade because your hair is long. I mean, to be honest with you don't really have to use it, but I think it helps to protect your hair, and I always use it. Yeah.
The pomade itself is nourishing, so you also have
I definitely love this pomade. I'm telling you, a lot of people, like, it's so crazy because I think sometimes it depends on the consultant you go to. Some consultants will never use a pomade, and they'll use oil. So it all depends on, the consultant too. But like, I'm not afraid to use products. When I went to beauty school, I swear one of the first things I learned was use products, use products, use products, use products. So I kind of always had that in my mind, when I do things. I never shy away from using products. Some products I won't use, but I don't shy away from using products at all. Like, I don't think I could not use products. I just don't think so. Like, I believe that you need something to make your hair shine. I believe that you need moisturizer in your scalp. So, it's just a matter of which one's out there that you like. So I can't tell you just use this or just use that. I won't do that. But I'll tell you to try products, try different products, And, I also sell a lot of beauty products on my website, Beauty Coliseum. So, you can browse through products. I just discovered a new hair growth product also. So that I'll also talk about on another video. So in case you want to see what I have to offer, and if you like this video, just like it or share it or follow me. It's okay. There's a lot of other things I want to talk about when it comes to hair. Yeah. Yeah, so some clients, they're a little scared. They think, the flat iron the hair may break the hair, but I don't think it's gonna mess with the integrity of the lock, to be honest with you. I don't think so. I mean, I've been doing this for a while now, like literally probably 15 years at the time of this recording. So that's a long time. And I have worked with many, I'm talking about hundreds of clients, of people that passed through, sat in this chair, have done their hair. So I know what I'm talking about. And, I don't know everything. I can't sit here and say I know everything, but I've worked with so many textures and styles. I'm not, I style hair, but I do more like curling styles with rollers and things like that. Not necessarily like cornrow styles. But the great thing with locks, you can do those styles and it looks very nice. So yeah, this takes a while also. So you have to be prepared to sit in the chair, or if you're doing it yourself, be prepared to spend a good 45 minutes flat iron your hair. And then if it's long, it's going to take longer to flat iron. Yeah. So yeah, and I understand too that most people, they do locks and they want to get away from products and curling iron, flat iron. I get it. Me too. Like when I started my locks, actually when my locks were mature and I could do a lot more, I really started to do a lot of flat ironing with my locks. I even crimped my locks. It's in one of my older videos too, where I flat iron the ends. But another thing you can do too is if you have very tight curls, you could take the flat iron and just quickly go over the tight curls to loosen up the curls if it's too tight. So if you're using pipe cleaners or lock rollers, which I used to make, it's on hiatus for right now, but you can use curling aids to curl your hair. And then if your locks are too tight, the curls are too tight, you could definitely use a flat iron and just go over it once, and that will loosen up your curls. Yeah. So flat iron the locks gives you a different feel, you know. It's definitely lighter, as I mentioned, and it's more shinier. So it's kind of cool.
Now, how long should the straightening effect last?
Okay, so this will last maybe a good week before it starts with the moisture. It starts to revert back to its original texture, or typically when you wash it. But at least 1 good week you should get out of this. Now, summertime, if you're out in the humidity, it may kind of revert back to its normal texture quicker. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely straightening it. Yeah.
I've had Sisterlocks for 7 years, and I wish I would have actually started at the earlier stage, because I love the style that you described with the shorter length, and that a bob would have looked really cute, and to just explore more hairstyles or even the flip.
Exactly. And it's about exploration. You know, you're paying for this. You're not just paying for to conform into just one style. You're paying for several styles. You're sold on the versatility, right, of locks. So why not go for it? There's nothing wrong. And you're not doing this every day, so it's okay to escape and do something different. Because not only do I do hair, I've been doing locks. I've been doing natural hair now for close to 15 years. But before I did natural hair, I did regular hair for a while. Like after I graduated beauty school, I used to do like relaxers. What's the other thing? I didn't do a lot of hair weaves. I just did a few. I did like wig caps, cut and style, different things. And then I got a job at this lady's shop right after I graduated beauty school, and I stayed there for a while. And she did Sisterlocks, and that's how comes I started doing Sisterlocks. I took the class, yeah. But then I got Sisterlocks. I actually did my own Sisterlocks, and then it took a while. It took me like a month. It took me 1 whole month because I would just do sections at a time, and I just remember doing the back and my hands would get so tired. And then when I started to retie my own hair, it just took so long. Oh my God, it was hard. I shouldn't say it was hard, but it was. Doing your own reties a lot. So yeah. A lot of ladies, a lot of the women, they love their locks. And
now would a Sisterlock client have to wait, or a lock client have to wait until their ends matured before? No,
not really, because when I install new Sisterlocks, yes and no. When I install new Sisterlocks and they have relaxer ends, I typically bump their hair if that's what they want. if that's the kind of style they want. If they don't want their hair bumped with a curling iron or flat iron, then I'll do a different kind of style for them, like maybe a bantu knot or braid it up so it can have like a crinkly look. But in some cases, if they're transitioning from relaxer, then it's best to just curl the hair with curling iron for the ends, just so that it looks uniform. It looks neat. Yeah, definitely.
I think too, straightening is a nice look if you have like a special occasion.
Yeah, and you're going out this weekend, right?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, something different for an event. It's kind of cool. Yeah, definitely. I know some people are gonna think, oh my God, you know, the iron is gonna damage the hair, but she'll be okay. Her hair will be okay. Be okay.
And I'm thinking the opposite. I'm like, why did I wait so long to try?
Right, exactly, right?
Because I also was worried about that.
Yeah.
But knowing that it won't, I'm like, I should have tried this a long time ago. And I love the look already.
Yeah, definitely. I like it. Yeah. I tell you, it's addictive. I'm not lying. I have enough clients who they do their hair all the time, and then when I see them, my advice is like, slow down. Oh, Simone, no, I can't. I'm going somewhere. Okay, so yeah, it's really preference if you ask me. I mean, I have clients that will never touch an iron. Like, I don't even mention the word iron. A flat iron, like, no. So really, it's just for someone who wants to just try something different. Important to drink water, take your vitamins, things like that, to keep your locks strong. Because a lot of people don't understand that hair growth has a lot to do with your diet, or the thickness of your hair has a lot to do with your diet. So it's important to understand that. Like, I just learned that if you're deficient in vitamin E, that your locks can thin out. Vitamin E. So go figure, right? Like, many people don't think about vitamin E deficiency. I know I don't. And they'll take a multivitamin, but I will say this to you. Not all multivitamins are equal. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the reputable ones that I know, the ones also that I take. I'm going to put some links below. You can click on them to see some of the vitamins that I like. Or if you like something that works for you, share it in the comment. People do read comments. No spams, please. Vitamin D. I'm learning that vitamin D. And this is another thing about vitamin D. Or not having enough vitamin D. It causes osteoporosis. And like, I'm not a complainer, but I really hate when I hear a lot of people, professionals, talking stay out of the sun. Meanwhile, we're freaking dying from lack of sun. Like, seriously, I have clients who sat in this chair who have osteoporosis, osteoarthritis. Some of those things can be avoided if they just had enough vitamin D. So you can take vitamin D also, but you need some sunlight. Like, what were they doing before the 60s, before sunscreen came about, or some crazy thing like, okay, notion that you need to stay out of the sun? What were they doing?
They were probably healthier.
And I think some of them are living longer. So that goes to show, a lot of it too, it's a sales pitch, and a scare tactic too, for people to stay out of the sun. You need sun. I mean, just be wise about it, get like our melanin. We need like 1 hour of sunlight every day. We do need some sunlight. So yeah, get some sunlight. so that you can avoid osteoporosis. Yeah, the same thing that helps you is the same thing that can kill you. So you just have to be wise about it. There's something called balance, you know. So I never use sunscreen. Do you use sunscreen?
Okay,
Sometimes. Okay.
Because I love the sun.
And you need your essential fatty acids. You know, you can get that from fish, like salmon. So these are like some of the essential ones that your body needs. Minerals. Zinc is something. Lack of zinc causes weak hair. So if your hair is weak, you know, you just may be lacking in some nutrients, minerals, you know, like zinc, for instance. And yeah, just don't run to buy any vitamin. I'd rather you invest in something that you research, you know, maybe ask your doctor if needs be, but you know, I think you should try to buy vitamins. I don't know, I can't tell you where to go, but I believe that you should read and research, and you need something that are, you need vitamins that are bioavailable for your body, meaning it will break down in your body in a fast, adequate time and will help your body. Not all vitamins are equal. Yeah. And water, you need water. And another thing that I learned about water, you can drink a lot of water and still not be hydrated. You can drink a lot of water and still have dry scalp. Drink a lot of water, and if you drink a lot of water and go to the bathroom right away, too much, I hear it's not always good for your kidneys if you're going a whole lot. Sometimes I drink water and it just goes right through. But what I've incorporated with drinking water, what I've been putting in my water are electrolytes. I use electrolytes in my water. And I mean, I use different brands of electrolytes to see what I like, but I like electrolytes. So you could put electrolyte in your water. You probably should. And once you put the electrolyte in your water, you won't go to the bathroom as much, because what it does is that it hydrates you better. So some electrolytes have less salt than some, but it has minerals like potassium, which helps to hydrate your body. Yeah.
Wow, this has been the informational hour.
Yeah, exactly. So while I'm doing this, I'm spreading light on some things, and yeah. And I like questions because then I can answer, you know, to my knowledge, and to just, you know, being in the hair industry for so long. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And I feel like I've seen a difference too in the intake of vitamins.
Yeah.
Because my hair, I feel like I suffered from dandruff for a while, but when and it wasn't until you mentioned it that I feel like it probably, once I began taking the vitamins, like I can't remember the last time I actually had the driest scalp.
Yeah. And people get dandruff, and like, do you ever question where dandruff comes from? Or, you know, it has to be a reason why, you know? It just does. So I can't tell you for sure 100%, because the community, the medical community doesn't really know. That's what they say anyways, 100%. But, you know, sometimes from a holistic standpoint, they think it's an allergic reaction to things. But I don't know if that holds true for everything. It's possible, but I don't know.
But I assumed it was from a dry scalp. But it would make sense if, like, the vitamins I would take had vitamin E, and maybe that's been what's, you know, helping to hydrate the scalp. So that was kind of a aha moment where I feel like,
yeah, right? Because I didn't know that if you're deficient in E, you get dry scalp. Yeah, I learned that. There's something new that I learned. So yeah, definitely.
And I feel like you hear more of vitamin E concerning like skincare.
Oh,
but
definitely.
Not so much with hair care.
Yeah, but you know, skin and hair kind of have the same makeup anyways. pH levels are very similar.
Okay.
So what works for the skin more than likely will work for the hair.
Okay.
Or vice versa.
Are you a proponent of conditioning your hair?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I use conditioner in my hair. So after I shampoo my hair, I do use a conditioner because my hair is mature. If your hair isn't properly locked, then you may not want to use a conditioner. You may want to wait till your hair locks up. But conditioners are great ways. Using conditioner is a great way to moisturize your hair, keep it moisturized. Using a moisture treatment is also great to keep your locks moisturized. Yeah, instead of just dry. You know, my hair gets dry too, and I can feel when it's time to, my hair needs to be moisturized. Like I can tell. I just don't like it dry. You know, I don't like it dry.
I feel like you made some good points in just remembering that like your hair is a part of your healthcare routine too.
Yeah.
That is not just an addition outside, an appendage outside of your body. That is actually a part of you, and therefore it should be a part of your overall healthcare routine.
Definitely.
And using a hot oil treatment for your hair, are there any particular oils that are beneficial?
So yeah, oils are good for your hair also. I mean, I don't always recommend that you use oils because it can be drying on your scalp after several uses. So, you know, you shouldn't be like someone who uses oil all the time. Some of the time. Like I use castor oil sometimes for hair thickness. And that's a great oil. And the reason why I like castor oil is because castor oil reacts with heat. It actually needs heat to do its magic. So what the heat does is it brings the nutrient into your scalp. So your scalp already produces heat. So once you put oil on your scalp, the castor oil will just, the benefits, you'll get more nutrients going into your scalp. So some oils produce certain nutrients. Like coconut oil is good. But you know, after some time you need to shampoo and so that your scalp doesn't get what do you call it? With oil. Your scalp doesn't get too dry from buildup. Yeah.
Well, good to know.
yeah.
I feel like I'm hearing a hair anthology is instead of having to do the research. The research is coming to me.
Yeah, because sometimes people don't know and they think they're doing right and they're not doing right. You know, not all shampoos are good for your hair. If the shampoo is not pH balanced, again, that can dry your hair. And I see that in a lot of shampoos that people use. You know.
Is there any type of shampoo that you recommend for locks in particular? So
it depends. If you have very dry locks, I mean mature locks we're talking about now, try a shampoo that's moisturizing. You know, there are many kinds out there, so you can try. It's about trying and feeling. Like I may say buy this shampoo, and then when you use it you hate it. You hate the smell, you hate the fact that your hair still feels dry, you know. But I can give you pointers on, you know, what to do after you shampoo. Condition your hair, use a conditioner, or you can use a moisture treatment. Yeah, you can also find the moisture treatment on the Beauty Coliseum website. I love the moisture treatment. I use that a couple times a year. I color my hair a lot, by the way. So I'm kind of like one of those people. I touch up my hair. I do retouch my grays because I'm just not ready to show gray hair like that. So I touch up my hair once or twice a month. which is a lot, but I do. So what does that mean? It means that I really have to take care of my hair. So I do use a moisture treatment sometimes. I have used reconstructor some of the times because I've colored my hair like blonde and those, you know, high level colors, high volume colors. And after a while, sometimes it just damages your hair, and the reconstructor helps to bind the hair and make it stronger. That is why I use a reconstructor. However, you don't want to use a reconstructor all the time, because after a while it just makes your hair dry and hard. You don't want dry, hard hair, do you? Or locks, do you? No. So that's when you reach for the moisture treatment now, to put the moisture back in your hair, because you know, you kind of want your hair to kind of look definitely not dry, too dry, you know, from a mile away, like seriously. So you use moisture treatments and you use conditioners when you shampoo. Yeah. And I use a pomade to lock in the moisture once my hair, if my hair is wet, like after shampoo, I'll just lock it in with a pomade. So that's kind of like my routine, and that works for me. So I mean, you have to find things that work for yourself, you know. I can give you ideas, and it's for you to try them, you know. And I've been doing hair long enough, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what to buy, what to get, but I can give you recommendations, you know, and you can try it. But if it doesn't work, move on, try something else, you know.
And then applying the pomade after shampooing, do you do it while your hair is still wet?
Yeah, because what it does, it'll dry your hair, it'll dry onto the wet hair, and it kind of helps to lock in that moisture from the conditioner of your hair, so it won't be as dry, you know. Yeah. And water does not moisturize your hair. I mean, at the time, at the moment, in that moment, you apply water, yes, it's moisturizing your hair in that moment. But once your hair is dry, that's it. I mean, once it's dry, the water is gone. It's not moisturized anymore. So I don't understand how water is a moisturizer for your hair, other than when it's wet. But, you know, I don't know. Yeah. But I like products, so what can I tell you? Not everybody likes product. Yeah. But don't go overboard, because I've had clients that went overboard and just, you know, frizzed out their locks with too much moisture, you know. You just don't want to go overboard. I still have clients that go overboard, like seriously. But it's okay. I can always tell who uses moisturizers and who doesn't, because some people here looks a little bit more moisturized than some. We're done. We're done. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Turn around so they can see. It's so beautiful. Look.
So I love
Just
it.
hold, yeah, just like that. Yeah, that's good. So it's very flowy, it's lighter. It looks cute. It looks like a braided kind of, like, it just looks like micros at this point, you know? You can see the ends right here. I like it. It's cute. I like it. Shake. Yeah. Look, oh my God. Look at it. Oh, it's beautiful.
I'm ready for my beach vacation.
Okay. It's so nice.
I love it.
When you shake it, it's very flowy, very light. See, it looks good. It looks good. So, and she's gonna love it tomorrow, and then on Saturday when she goes out, because it's gonna last a good 1 week at least, 1 to 2 weeks maybe, depends. But you'll let me know.
Yes.
And take pictures also.
Glamorous.
Yeah. Does it feel different?
It does. Like
It
I
does.
feel, like I said, just a more
I love it.
glamorous
I love it.
look.
Shake it one more time. Oh my God. I love. You see how when she shakes it, how it's nice. Really and truly, it's a nice jewel. It's a nice micro braid kind of look without it's not real braids, you know.
Or even like a fall, like it has a long
exactly. It's nice. Lots of sheen to it. I don't think the camera is picking it up as well, but lots of sheen. Loving it. And she loves it.
Thank you so much. I love it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
So now I'm sold. It took me
You're
7 years.
Yeah.
But I'm glad
Right.
I did so.
She's happy.
Yes,
she's
great
happy.
look.
Yeah, she's loving it. I know. Picture. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more everything, like styles, info, spirituality. We're gonna do it, and I want to show you some other styles also. Okie dokie. And also my technique for doing some things. Stick around. Alrighty.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love it.
You love it?
Look at this. Look how long it is.
I know. I didn't
It
take a
almost
good
doesn't
before
even seem
picture.
like my hair. Like I feel like I put on a wig. Like
It does, right?
a wig or
Yeah,
something.
because it's flowy and
Yes.
turn just even with a slow bounce. Look, yeah. See?
But like I said, it feels like much lighter. Like
Yeah.
even though it is this much hair, like you don't feel the weight of it.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
I love it. You put
Yeah.
so much work into this. I love it. So thank you
You're welcome, sweetheart.
for all the nuggets and